Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for our Career Connection webinar. I am going to give it a few more seconds just to let everyone in, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for our monthly Career Connection webinar. My name is Neverly Sainville. I'll be your host for today. We're really excited to present workforce development careers in constructions. Just to let you guys know, this is being recorded. The recording, along with a presentation, will be sent out to everyone who registered today. So if you weren't able to make it, no worries. You'll receive that later on today or tomorrow in your email. Now, because this is a webinar, all lines are muted. But if you do have a questions, please use the Q&A box located at the bottom of your screen. As we move along through the presentation, feel free to type any questions or comments that you might have. We are going to reserve the last 10 minutes for questions, and we'll answer that. Our guest speaker today is Carla Hawkins with Workforce Development. She's the program lead. Again, we'll have our Q&A, and then we'll wrap up. Towards the end, if everybody could just stay for an additional minute, we do have a brief survey that will appear on your screen. We would love to hear your feedback, as the feedback provided is important. It helps us with these future programming to see what we can do to improve. Now, since this is a career connection, I am going to share a little bit about the Women's Resource Center and what we do here. The Women's Resource Center has been empowering women since 1979. We do have 3 locations over Manatee and Sarasota County. We serve over 9,000 clients yearly and deliver over 7,000 hours in programming. Now, our goal here at the Women's Resource Center is to engage, educate, enrich, and empower women of all generations. And we're a place where women call when they're not sure where to turn to for help. To do that, we do offer resource advising, mental health counseling, group and educational programs, career services, educational workshops, as well as legal financial consultation education, all of which are offered at little or no cost to our clients. Now, since this is a webinar about career connections, we're going to talk predominantly about our career coaching services here at the Women's Resource Center. Now, this does include career discovery, resume preparation, interviewing skills, networking techniques, and so much more. We also have our digital navigating program, which is a one-on-one computer tutoring. This helps with basic computer skills in Microsoft Office suites, as well as navigating the online job market, as well as uploading your resume. In addition to our 3 locations, we do have 3 career closet, 1 at each location. So again, we have 1 in Venice, 1 in Sarasota, and 1 in Bradenton. Now, our career closet offers free clothing and accessories to women who are attending a job interview or maybe who have secured a job and they're in need of work attire. Our career closet also serves women who may need clothing for any particular reason. So again, we do want to hear from you. Anytime during the presentation, please feel free to use the Q&A box located at the bottom of your screen. And as a reminder, there will be a recording as well as any material shared during this presentation that will be shared. The recording will be made live on our YouTube channel within 48 hours for everyone who registered, as well as the materials covered in today's presentation. And again, towards the end, if you could just stay on for one additional brief moment, we'd love to hear from you. There will be a survey that appears on your screen. Again, that helps us improve our Career Connections monthly webinars. And I'm going to turn it over to Carla.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm so excited to be here. This is such a wonderful resource. I'm so glad to be partnered with the Women's Resource Center. I want to tell you a little bit today about statewide workforce development. Most of you have probably never heard of statewide workforce development, so I'll tell you a little bit about it, but I'm more excited about telling you about the great opportunities that we have for you to potentially be a part of. You can advance. So our mission is to provide pathways and successful careers in the construction industry. In 2019, Florida Senate passed the bill 7068. This bill was initiated to help contractors that have active DOT projects, Florida Department of Transportation, that is, have active projects going on in the road and bridge industry. So Governor DeSantis signed this bill in 2019 because of the robust pipeline of jobs. We wanted to make sure that we were able to fill those roles. And that's what brings me to you guys. So here, excuse me, here are some of our success metrics that we've had since the inception of the program. So we do work with veterans. Since the programs began, we've hired 64 veterans. We've had 98 people from group construction and training hiring initiatives, 222 for onboard for jobs, which is mandated OJT for contractors. So that's mandated training that they have. We have 60 people from the correctional transition population, 1,060 students, 1,398 in our job readiness program, which is a reimbursement program. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second, and 2,901 people hired combined. So for the job readiness, that's the program that I'm presenting to you guys today. Job readiness is a program that reimburses contractors when they hire and train job seekers. So if they were to hire you, we'll pay them $3,000. We'll reimburse them $3,000 to hire and train you. So it's an incentive that's a win-win for both participants that are involved. So most of you have never thought about or considered construction as a career path, but I want to take your ear just for a minute, and I want you to listen up for just to see the opportunities that we have available. So you could start out, you don't have to have experience. If you have any, that is great. That just progresses you along faster in the program. So you could be hired as an hourly trade, work in that position and become a hourly trade employee from a trainee, and then an hourly trade leadman, hourly trade foreman, a salary assistant superintendent, salary area superintendent, salary senior superintendent, to a salaried construction manager. So that is a huge ladder. I have a testimonial that I'll share at the end of where this has actually happened. I've had several job seekers to reach out. They don't have experience. There are multi-million-dollar projects going on in your area as we speak, and I'll speak to those a little bit more shortly. If you just have to start somewhere. So even if you start out as a flagger and you're dependable, you're hardworking, and you're showing that you have the initiative and the motivation to climb the ladder, it won't be a hard process. Of course, it is hot. We are in Florida, so we know it is going to be the elements. You'll have to go out. Those will be a factor. Go out into the sun for most of the positions. But the great thing about it is you're working for a contractor. And so that contractor has an entire business. So they have an HR department, they have some clerical positions. Excuse me again. They have some clerical positions, they have accountants. So it's not 100% guaranteed that you'll be outside, but that is a part of it. I couldn't lead you down the road of road and bridge construction without pointing out that that is a possibility for sure. If you'll advance the slide. Thank you. This is a little bit more about our initiatives. The job readiness is the one I was telling you about where we reimburse the contractors. So if you're a contractor and you want group recruitment and training and hiring done, we also do that also. And we also do correctional transition academies where we work with people who are in the reentry population. They've done their crime, they've done their time, and they're looking to support their families and move on. We don't hold that against them as long as the contractor is okay with it. They will be the ones that have this final say so if the person is hired or not. We're looking to give everyone a chance to support their families with nice livable wages. Okay. So this is the part that really gets me excited. Our website. This is the best feature that a company could have. This is real time. So if you go to floridaroadjobs.com, in real time, you can see the positions that are available in your area. As you can see, we have positions all over the state of Florida. But the great thing about it is if you get hired in Bradenton, on a project that's there for 5 years, you'll be working in Bradenton on that project for 5 years. You don't have to move all over. But we do have some contractors. So if you're looking to move with the jobs, we also have that available as well. So what you would do is go on our website, floridaroadjobs.com, register as a job seeker. It's just quick, captures a little bit of information from you. You would send me your resume, and I would work as your liaison between the contractor and yourself to put your information, create a profile for you, and put you in front of the contractor that's hiring in your area. So that's how I could bring benefit to you. And that's how we benefit with partnering with you guys. Here are a couple testimonials. So if you go on our website, you can actually click on these, but the one I'm most excited about telling you about is Nikki Kelly. She was hired shortly after I started with the company with highway to safety devices. Miss Kelly was a single mother. She was a military veteran. She came highly recommended. She had had some issues in life. She had had some reentry issues, just several different things that she's had to deal with in her life. But she was excited and willing to work. And she had a goal of being a heavy equipment operator. So she was hired in at $18 an hour, which is a livable wage. But that wasn't enough for her. So the great thing about it was she put everything forward. She was very motivated, and she was set on achieving her goals. So I'm happy to currently report that she has become a heavy equipment operator, and she's making $27 an hour now. And she is also the part that is most exciting. She's a mentor for more women in construction. Most women don't think about construction as a viable way for them to support themselves and their family, but it is. And so I'm just here to just bring awareness and expose you to a career path that you may not have thought about with statewide workforce development. I had a short presentation today. I know this was pretty quick, but the meat and potatoes in it all is log on to our website, look and see what opportunities we have available with you all. I would love to work with you. I am a part of your district. I'm District 1 program lead, so you will be working directly with me. So if you'll go to floridaroadjobs.com, register as a jobs that interest you, and let's see if we can get you working if that's your desire. And I'm so excited to be here today. If you have any questions, I know that was quick. I do speak quickly. And so that was quick, but I value your time also. So I don't want to take up a lot of your time, but if you have questions, I would love to answer them. Thank you so much, Neverly.
All right, perfect. So again, if you do have a question, please use the Q&A box located at the bottom of your screen, and then we'll just answer them as they come in.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for a few questions, I know it takes some time to type, especially if you're on your phone. One of the questions that I know that I might have is, what's the minimum age requirement?
The minimum age requirement. So we have several programs. We have an internship program. It's for students that are 16 to 24, but the job readiness program that I'm speaking of with you is 18. So you just have to be 18 years old. Thank you for asking that question. That was a great question. 18 years old, eligible to work in the United States, and have a high school diploma or a GED. And so if they were interested in the internship, that, like I said, that's for students that are 16 to 24. The internship usually runs during the summer. It's an 8-week program.
Perfect. And then another question, do you help with relocation fees, or do they have to already be residing in the state of Florida?
They have to be residing in the state of Florida already. So we don't help them relocate, but if they would like to travel while they work, we definitely could match them with a company that does travel throughout the state of Florida.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna leave the floor open again for an additional couple of minutes if anybody's interested in asking a question. If we do get any questions outside of this, I will forward them to Carla and we'll get them answered. Again,
Okay.
this recording is going to be available on our YouTube channel as well.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So it doesn't look like we're getting any more questions coming in. So we're going to go ahead and conclude our career connection for today. I'd like to thank Carla for bringing us information on workforce development and careers in construction. So everybody have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you at next month's career connection.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.